Welcome Legends, I'm Hector Salgado with Legends of D&D Storytime. So today we are trying something different. D&D is going raw, okay? So what I really mean by that is we have 13 full episodes that we already have recorded as of this time of this recording, but I haven't had the time to edit them all, okay? So when I do my videos and try the editing process, I like to put in a bunch of memes, put a nice music to go along with it, the works, you know, try to make it as best I can for you guys, right? But I just can't seem to find the time to edit all the videos, okay? So to get an idea of what I mean by this, I've already kind of been doing it a little bit. You go check out part 1 of episode 1 right up here. If you haven't watched it, I think you'll like it. But on these episodes right here, I have put over 40 hours in each one, try to make it the best I can. So I really hope that you do enjoy them if you watch them, okay? But I would like to, I feel like it's a project, and an ongoing project, and I would like to continue working on that as the channel grows. But if anyone is interested in helping out with the editing process, please send us a message at our email. You can find out on the YouTube's channels about page, okay? So that's you, great, okay? Be most appreciated, especially me, and I really try to put a lot of time into this, okay? So before we continue, shout out to Major Yogurt and Julio Gonzalez. Thank you for your support. I always do a random shout out from our subscribers. If you want to be mentioned in our next video, subscribe now. In today's video, we continue the story with episode 2. But first, here's a recap of episode 1. After a surprise visit from the brother he never had, Malik and the rest of the team retrieved 5 griffin eggs in the middle of the night. In the morning, Seljas fulfilled some of his first duties as the new Goliath chief. Upon returning to their sleeping chambers, the party finds Tyron, Malik's brother, ready to trade a package for the griffin eggs. So Seljas did what any other warlock would do. He sent an eldritch blast to his face. Things escalated quickly. While in the heat of things, Tyron transferred his soul into Seljas' body. Unfortunately, it was a risk that he would regret. Anson unknowingly destroyed the crystals that contained Tyron's soul. Malik is now once again left without a brother. So we start episode 2 with Malik investigating his brother's lifeless body.
Oh, the jewels! That's right! Alright. We're supposed to get these till later. Alrighty. So he does have 3 jewels. Well, 2 of them are jewels. One of them is not. As you're looking at them, there is 1 opal. There is 1 turquoise jewel. And one of them is a pearl.
Okay.
If you want to give me some arcana checks, I will tell you what those do.
Okay.
Can I do it from a little bit of a distance? Because I'm sure he won't let me get close.
Pull him out of the room. We should give Malik some time alone with his brother.
It's up to you, Zodge. Are you gonna let Anson pull you out, or are you're curious?
Nah, I'm curious.
All right. Malik, what was your roll?
9.
A 9. You're not quite sure what the opal does. Give me another one for the turquoise.
Okay. That's a 20.
You do know that it gives you the ability to cast animal friendship
Okay.
once a day.
Okay. And one more roll.
And then, huh?
Do I roll again?
Yeah, and the last one for the pearl.
14.
14. You do actually identify it as a pearl of power. Do you know what a pearl of power does?
I do not.
Okay, so a Pearl of Power. It's actually a pretty neat little thing. Let me pull up the exact list for you real quick. So while this Pearl is on your person, you can use an action to speak a command word and regain 1 expended spell slot. If the expended slot was a 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Once you've used the Pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn. So pretty much, it's a free level 3 spell slot. So if you're all out, tapped, you can use it and get a spell slot back.
So up to level 3, or just like, or 3 spell slots of?
No, it's 1 spell slot. Anyone you want, but only up to level 3. If you like try and get like a level 4 or higher spell slot back, it'll only regenerate a level 3 spell slot.
Okay, and that's once per day?
Yes.
Okay. Did he have like something on his horn too?
Those were the gems.
Oh, those were it. Okay.
Yeah.
So are they attached?
If you want them, you're gonna have to get them out.
I'm still standing there too, just like watching him do this. Like,
like I like to imagine Zeldris just sitting there with like a screwdriver ready to work.
kind of, yeah. Like I'm just waiting for him to like ask for help or something. And I'm just like, all right.
Would that be sleight of hand?
I'll say you can use your thieves' tools to get him out if you wanted to.
Oh. Awesome.
While they're doing that, can I find the package?
The package is just laying right there on the bed.
All right, cool. I want to grab the package.
Do you want help, Malik? I can get those out.
Yeah.
Just, you've known him for like 10 minutes, and you're like, "It's what he would have wanted."
Well,
Blind for a few of those minutes too.
That's true. I mean, it's in my honest opinion as a DM, it's better to take it and have it than not and need it later. You know.
okay, Anson, give me a hand here.
He just turned to Anson, shaking his horns.
Okay.
All right, Anson. Your dex is pretty high. Give me a sleight of hand though.
Okay.
We'll say you're using your thieves' tools.
What do the master craft thieves tools add?
Double your proficiency.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Natural 20
Jesus.
for a 28.
Just clack, clack, clack. Like, you literally were like, Anson, can you help me get these out? And he's already handing you the handful of them. He's like, oh, I thought we were, oh, yeah, here you go, Malik. And he hands them up to you.
That's all I have left of them.
I mean, the whole body's here, so.
That's all I have left of him.
He's just got the...
Oh my God.
How much do you want of him?
All right. I'm just saying again, he is technically covered in jewelry. If you want to start digging through that.
I want the package still.
The package is there. If you want to just pick up the package, you're more than welcome to pick it up.
I'm gonna grab it and look at it.
Okay. So while they're handling that, you rip open the package, and you open up this leather top. And Bryce, I'm going to send you a picture right now.
Okay.
Of what you find.
Got it. Huh.
Like, we don't get to know.
Did you find it, Zeldris?
We don't get to know what it is.
Huh.
Two is just out in the storm.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
Right now, I'm like, I should.
I want to pull him out, and I'll show him to Malik. Can I do an Arcana check as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
He is technically whipping these out, so I'll send it to the group.
I got a 13.
13. There's some really nice gauntlets. With a 13, you can definitely tell they're made out of a type of hide. They're green. I mean,
Okay.
based off your encounters, taking apart because I'll give you a little extra, just because you've taken apart dragons before. These do look like they're made of dragon leather.
Okay.
And again, they are green, just for whatever helps you.
All right. I'm gonna be like, Malik, since I killed your brother, I'm assuming this is what happened. Here you go.
You're handing him the gauntlets?
Yeah, I'll hand them to him.
Okay, he hands you a pair of these green leather gauntlets.
Should I say thank you?
I don't. I mean, I killed your brother. I'm giving you something as an apology here.
The thing he was giving you anyway.
Pretty much.
Can I walk in?
Otherwise, I would have just taken them. So.
Can I walk in back at that moment and be like, killing somebody's brother is not apology enough?
How far away were you to hear that?
He was already walking.
Ready,
And for those of you that don't know, Zeldris has literally done a genocide on his family. So familial ties aren't exactly the strong point for him.
Can I get Anson to look at that letter that I found?
Yeah, sure. Here, hand it over.
Maybe he can kind of read what it says.
Okay. So give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay. It's an 8.
You look at it and you're like, oh, that's just a dirty piece of paper, Malik.
Can I just like look over his shoulder and do it?
Should just throw this away.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
All right. Oh no, I got even worse than that. I got a 7.
It's a piece of paper covered in blood. You're like, why the hell would he have this on him?
This is gross.
You're like, disgusting. Like,
Let me hack that in half.
That's dirty. We should burn it.
Wait, what is it you guys have?
It's a piece of paper with blood, and he was just keeping it like a psycho.
Did he have it in the pocket?
Yeah, he had it in his breast pocket.
It's got to be some sort of magic. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe he just coughed on it. He was just like, oh.
then
As he
was dying several minutes ago.
Get him out of his misery.
Then you guys are deceased already and dead already with your virus. So yeah. Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
So let's get to.
We have those eggs too. We haven't.
Yeah, but let's get to what's on your brother first, because you were.
I'm like, soldiers, you're carrying the body. So that's how.
Guys, I'll just burn it right here if you want.
Everybody's burning shit right now.
Just in the encampment.
God. All right. So, as you go, Malik, and you try to lift up your brother, his leathers, that his outfit, you kind of start to move it, and it's actually a lot heavier than you think. Like, you kind of grab it, and the leather's almost coarse and rough. And as you're trying to move it, you kind of, and a weird kind of sensation goes through you.
Okay.
So it's like, what the heck?
Do we visibly see anything? Do we visibly see?
You visibly see the armor kind of shimmer, or the clothes kind of shimmer.
Well, Malik, did you see that?
Can I do an Arcana check on the clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Do you have Identify, or do you just do an Arcana check?
Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I do Arcana too?
Oh Jesus, I got a 4.
I was gonna
I've
say
been getting worse and worse at that.
16.
16.
Yeah.
As you kind of mess around with it, you're like, what? You pull out your dagger, and you flip it around and you kind of hit the body with the blunt end. And he's like, huh. Then you turn around and you like jab it with the pointy end, and it just stops. And you're just like, huh. And you're just stabbing it with this knife. And every time you try and stab it, the leather itself, it's not giving it all. Like, you can't get a scratch on this guy.
Dude, he was heavily clad. Can I see like what it is? Can I try to figure out why?
With a 16, you believe it's an armor of invulnerability.
Oh. I'll share. I think it's an armor of invulnerability.
What does it do?
So invulnerable. I couldn't stab him.
Oh,
So essentially, if you wear this, you have resistance to piercing.
nice.
So the way we killed him was actually really convenient.
However, that way was.
So when you try and stab him, or whoever's wearing it tries to get stabbed, essentially you will take half damage.
Ooh.
Well, it's Malik's brother, so it's his call. Yeah.
Better to take it.
Yeah.
It would be difficult to burn anyway, so.
Okay.
Just gonna stand by this fire over here, just looking at it.
So you'll take it?
Yeah.
So, okay, are you like just stripping him here in the middle of the room, or what's going on?
Yeah, we are. Like, I'll help you.
Okay. All right. So Malik, as you start to remove this, his leather coat, his leather breeches, and everything, give me a wisdom save.
Okay. Five.
All of you see this leather kind of liquefy for a second, and you literally see all of Malik's clothing and gear kind of shift to the side of him like they've been torn off. And he's now standing there wearing the leather clothing that his brother was wearing.
Oh.
Cool.
Did they all go, oh, whoa? Like, did they make a loud noise?
It was more like a whoosh kind of sound, as you literally see his clothing in tatters on the ground.
Okay. I just turned back and like, the hell? Walk over to the bed.
And now you have this buck naked ass jewelry covered tiefling just laying on the bed like hunched over.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, guys, I'm just asking out of a necessity. Should we take the jewelry?
That's necessity for you?
Well, I mean, he's not gonna need it.
And neither do you.
And so a lot of this jewelry is tailor made. Like the horn caps look like they'll fit Malik, but then there's a lot of gold chains, a lot of rings. Now that his clothing is gone, you actually see there's a few pinky rings. He has some ankle bracelets, a lot of dangly bit bracelets.
I want to just take the horn
Got
caps
like
and
a
try
gold,
and put them on
got like a
Malik.
gold nipple piercing.
Yeah.
Does he have any tattoos or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah, he's covered in them.
As,
But if you look at the tattoos, they're more like female tieflings, kind of like all tattooed around him.
so
More artistic than really anything else.
Seljus,
Okay.
if you touch any,
I want to take the horn caps and put them on Malik.
Seljus, if you touch any of that, you're losing fingers.
I'm still gonna do it. I'm still
I'm
gonna
taking
do
out
it.
my axe, my little hatchet. I'm gonna
All right.
fucking warned you and go for his hand or some fingers.
Okay.
Yeah, what do I do?
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, that's a horrible attack roll.
Good.
I'll do the X thing.
Wait, if he's attacking me and he's getting in my range, I get a first attack then. Unless he warded me first, so it's not a surprise.
You're not armed.
Wouldn't I be? I never got rid of my...
If you're
Glaive?
walking back and you're just
Okay,
handling this guy, I'm going to say you're unarmed.
Oh, okay, fine.
But with that roll, Tuba, you do miss.
Because 1 second here. I haven't said it. I forgot to write my. It's just strength, right? For
I know, but you're like,
hammer.
oh, shit.
No, well, I got.
I
Sorry.
knew it was low.
No, it's not super low, but sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot to write down my light hammer. That's just strength, right? Strengths of 5 plus, so 8, 13? 13 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
13 hit you as Eldritch?
13 does not hit.
Oh wait, sorry, 15,
So
15,
Tuba
15,
kinda
sorry,
just
7 plus 8,
swings.
15.
And catches
So-
the bed.
Damn it, okay.
Oh,
15
hit.
does not hit.
Oh, that's right, your new armor, huh?
Yeah.
You swing, and as you see this come down, you kind of grab the horn caps and pull back just in time, and Tuba's just like, "Ow!" He's like,
I want to blast Tuba with Eldritch Blast for that then.
I will not allow this. You guys already have your hands full of this. You want to solve this later? You'll solve this later.
Fine.
You would know better than to pick a fight in a room with 3 people that are already weary with you.
He attacked me first.
So
In this situation.
Okay, guys, break it up. Well,
Yeah, I was like,
I mean,
you
I'll let
gotta
it
hold me
happen, but
back. And like, if does he have something in his hand?
you guys, we have a bigger.
Does he have something in his hand from his body?
he has the 2 horn caps that he's trying to put on Malik right now. While
He's
looking
trying
at
to put
you.
it on him.
So he's literally like, yeah, he's trying to put him on
Okay.
Malik.
Yeah, that's what I was doing in the first place.
All right, I'm like, hurry up, otherwise I'm gonna hit you with this freaking tiny hammer. just
I'm
pissed
just
off.
gonna look at you like, ooh.
it's okay.
What are we gonna do with this naked body?
Burial.
Are
Yeah,
we just
burial.
gonna like drag it up there in front of everyone?
I don't think that's the
Yeah.
issue here.
It's Malik's brother.
So there's been quite a bit of commotion, and these guards have literally followed Anson back, and they've literally kind of just shown up as you guys are looting this corpse. It's a very awkward situation considering what's happened.
Let's see. I walked past them and be like,
Um,
your chief just killed an other, and just walked past them. And I say it loud enough that they can hear it. Like the soldiers can hear it.
Yeah, but you say that as you turn, and they kind of like look at you guys, and they just see this tiefling like buck naked hung over the bed, like it's like kind of wander off, and they're like, "This guy hasn't." You hear them like, "He hasn't been in charge one day, and he's doing this kind of shit." Yeah. So, for brevity's sake, we're gonna kind of forego the process of
Disposal.
Tuba trying to slap you in the hands, and I'm gonna need 3 Arcana checks.
3.
3, just because you're kind of going through his stuff.
All right. So, is it 1 from each of us, or
1 from each of you.
all right?
Okay.
If I see this, can I do
I
guidance
got a 7.
on Malik?
16.
Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead.
a guidance on you.
What's that?
So D4.
He's giving you guidance.
Yeah,
Oh, so I roll a d4 on top of that.
I'm assuming it's kind of just taking some time, so I'm around.
12.
12. Okay. Unfortunately, you're not quite sure. Like, you're kind of just going over them, and you're kind of just picking off the jewelry, and you're taking the chains. And what did you get, Anson?
I got a 16.
16. Okay. So you did actually find one of his rings to be a small golden circlet with a hummingbird on it. And you do recognize it as a ring of evasion. So this ring has 3 charges on it and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed on that saving throw instead.
That's a ring of evasion, Malik. That's really nice.
The way you said that.
But like, hold
So
on.
So you get 3 of them, and if you literally run out of, if you fail a saving throw, you can burn a charge to succeed. You just succeed.
But it only works the 3 times, or does it recharge?
You get 1 charge a day.
Okay.
So if you burn 3, you got to wait 3 days to get them all back.
Okay.
You can hang on to it, Anson. I think.
Are you sure?
He's all happy about that.
I think we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you in this situation.
Does it fit me?
It's magic. So the second you put it on, it's like Lord of the Rings. It just kind of shrinks down to your your perfect size.
Perfect size. What do you know?
But that's kind of the only ring you notice. The rest you think is just essentially costume jewelry.
This is the only real one. The rest is fake.
Well, it's still gold, but it's the only magical one you think.
Okay, so it's still gold.
It's
It's
Malik,
worth
you should
stuff.
take the rest.
Yeah.
I say you should take the rest, Malik.
So-
Take the rest of the gold chains and jewelry.
Yeah, I'll hang on to it.
Okay. So Malik, you don the caps. You put the chains on. You put the bracelets on. Malik, what magic items do you already have attuned to you? Not counting the ones on your horns.
That
So you have the armor.
armor of mending, does that count?
Your armor mending is destroyed.
Oh, right, because that what just happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have armor of invulnerability right now.
Okay. I have a scimitar that's a +1 magic weapon.
Scimitars do not. The weapons do not have require attunement.
Okay, then I don't think I have anything else except fireball necklace. That doesn't count either.
No, doesn't count.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that's attunement.
Okay. So while you're putting these on,
Oh, what kind of armor is it? Is it
they're just leathers.
so medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you just look up leather armor, it's the base leather armor. But it has a very, very nice ability on it.
So what's the AC?
The AC would be 13 plus your dex.
Okay.
And you have resistance to piercing.
Okay.
Okay. Are you just going to put on the jewelry, or are you going to sell it? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll put it on.
Okay. All right. One of the rings you slide on your finger. Are you wearing any rings?
No.
No? Okay, so this ring you slide on your finger, it seems like it stands out a little bit against all the other gold rings. It seems to be a copper base, and around it, it looks like gold and green filigree. And as you look really close at it, it's actually not green metal. They're tiny, tiny emeralds that have been fit into the ring to look like leaves. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know about this ring. While wearing this ring, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least 1 hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow and return to fully functionality after 1d6 plus 1 days if you have at least 1 hit point the whole time.
It's a ring of regeneration, kind of.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is a ring of regeneration.
I thought those didn't exist in D&D. I haven't heard of those yet. So that's cool.
So,
And then we have our last one, which is just a ring of feather falling.
I'm like, that one looks interesting.
so that lets me cast Feather Fall as
Oh,
well? Or...
it's not it. I'm just that's just for his jewelry. God, this is so stupid. Because you weren't supposed to fight him, Ray.
Oh, man.
All right. So you do also get his boots,
Oh man.
and they're boots of speed.
Malik's all decked out.
Yeah. Well, you said he can have them. So while you wear these boots, you can use a bonus action to click the boots' heels together, Wizard of Oz style. And if you do, the boots double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you end the effect. When the boots property has been used for a total of 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function until you finish a long rest. So it doubles your speed, and opportunity attacks have disadvantage against you.
That's super awesome.
For 10 minutes.
Once a day?
For 10 minutes.
Nice.
Long rest, okay.
A long rest.
Until he takes a long rest.
It's really good.
That's not bad.
It's really not.
Okay. So, oh dang it. Okay.
We're not done.
It's like,
I'm just letting him write it down.
Can I just like prep? I'm gonna prep
This is a
like
lot.
stuff for burial.
So-
that's what I'm gonna go freaking do. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so Tua's
Somewhere.
gonna go dig a ditch somewhere, or are you
Yeah.
gonna do the Goliath burial? Keep in mind, guys, it's like
Yeah.
9 in the morning. No, it's not even. It's even earlier. That's like 8 in the morning. So the last thing is this large leather tube that you've kind of tossed to the side while you were stripping this poor guy down. Anson, immediately you do recognize an arcane lock on it. And it looks like it's supposed to be open with one hand, from what you can tell.
All right. Can I try to open that?
With your little vast knowledge of it, I'd say you do kind of think that if you mess it up, it could destroy whatever's inside.
Oof.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Can I give him Bardic Inspiration to try to open it?
You can.
Okay, I'll do it.
Does anyone
Does
want
Bardic Inspiration work for saves?
I think so, yeah.
to? Just a check.
I
Guidance.
did
check.
guidance from all the way
I
over
looked at
here.
check saves and
Oh wait, that's right. He took off. He's gone.
If I'm gonna do this, let's go do it with. We can do it when we put him in the grave,
Okay.
Oh, man, they can always message me.
so that everyone's around.
okay.
You could do that too.
Would you guys rather I do that? Here, I'll send him a message. I'll take out my little copper wire. Hey Tuba, can you come bless me?
Sure. Okay. I'll take my
Or give
time.
you guidance.
Okay, I'll be right there. I'll take my time.
He just continues
come
doing
back.
whatever he's doing.
I'll come back. All right.
All right.
For
Tuba does
Anson,
come
yeah.
back, and he does bless you.
All right.
You are blessed.
So then it's Bardic Inspiration adds a D8?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Don't you have that inspiration from when you fought that dragon too?
I don't think so. I didn't get an inspiration point for that. I don't think. Did we all?
The second.
I was like,
Because that's been that's been a while now, but I just remembered the.
Yeah, I got one too. Yeah, I got one too.
I both got inspiration from that.
I need to use it.
How does that work? Because I know I haven't used it then.
Inspiration die just lets you reroll whenever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll because I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that inspiration. Be like, haha. Okay. Oh, and that one was a natural 20. So 23, 4, and then it's is it sleight of hand?
Yes.
So 28. Okay.
Looking at this arcane lock, you're like, oh yeah, I can't do this with my tools, and you just grab Malik's brother's hand and slap it on this arcane lock and twist with his own hand. Just pop it open.
It worked.
You should literally sit there like shaking his hand like, sleight of hand. And inside of it is a rug.
It's a flying rug, isn't it? We're gonna do this Aladdin style.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna flap out the rug.
When you flap out the rug, it is like a crimson red with blue inlay. And the picture on the rug is 2 tiefling women, and they're like dancing.
I like it. I like it.
And like as you're flapping it down and like you're about to rest it on the ground, it stops about an inch before it hits the ground.
I told you, it's a flying rug.
I'm gonna stand on it.
You stand on it.
Who?
Get on it with me.
Oh, Patricia.
Patricia.
Patricia steps on it, and you are both currently floating.
Guys, this is awesome.
Do you take it for a joyride? Or like take it for a joyride?
Yeah, I'm gonna like beep, like back it up and then zoom out. Yeah. I'll just do like a loop and then come back. Oh my god, yes.
That's your rug.
Oh my god.
And so give me an Arcana check
Okay.
to see if you have any clue.
Uh-oh. It's a 10.
With a 10.
Oh, man.
Bam! Right into the wall.
Oh.
You fall off. The rug kind of just floats there. And you're just like, I did it.
Are you Hanson?
I just realized that I don't know how to drive. This is why someone else always drives the car.
I pick him up. I'll like help him up.
Okay.
Thank you, Tuba.
As you kind of get up, the carpet just floats there.
Oh.
Do you want to try Tuba? It's super fun while you're in the air. It's just the wall that kind of brought
I'll give
it
it
down.
a shot.
So you
Give it a shot. That's true.
can... Oh, but wait, it's Arcana?
Yeah.
So it's a magical
so
carpet.
Let's
Keep that
do
in
some guidance on myself and let's see if I can just like fly it out towards the front and then kind of just in the room here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, give me a basic Arcana check.
Okay.
This will be an intelligence-based check.
With some guidance in, right? Because that's a guidance. 14 total.
You very
I'm trying to go slow.
slowly make your way. You go to the side. You kind of bounce off the wall a little
Clink,
bit.
clink, clink.
Bounce off the wall a little bit. And when you start getting towards the open space, you're like, uh-oh.
Can I,
You're doing it.
am I trying to turn it around? Can I turn it back around or something?
Yeah, you're heading towards the staircase. You're like, oh no! You kind of maneuver it back around, and again, you kind of ping pong off the walls a little
Okay,
bit, but
that's
you do
good.
make it back.
That's good. Phew. Okay.
None of you have gotten more than a few inches off the ground, by the way. You're just kind of. It's like you're trying to learn how to ride a skateboard for the first time.
Yeah, I'm like, I hop on. I think that's enough for me for one day for me. Oh, man. Well, that's pretty nifty.
You did better than I did, so congratulations.
Yeah, you didn't slam into a wall.
It's like,
Quit laughing at me.
As you all are talking for a little while, the carpet itself, after about a minute or so of you guys talking about it, it flies at full speed back to the tube,
Okay.
and it rolls itself up and goes inside.
That's nifty. We don't even have to put it away.
Hey, can you open the window?
oh, I was like, who said that?
So if we close it again, do we have to use his hand again to open it?
You
Just
try
a
it,
question for everybody.
Just, I guess, try it. Try opening it.
Well, maybe leave it open then, so that we don't have to do that again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys don't need me anymore, I'm gonna go back to the preparations here. And then, hey, so are we heading out to Worm Creek today? What are we doing?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and head out that way today.
Okay.
All right. So, after a few hours, Tuba has made his own little shallow grave for Malik's brother. He's made a small altar, tombstone.
I try to make it as nice looking
As
as
nice as
possible.
you can.
Yeah.
And a little more off to the side, you guys do a small burial for Malik's brother. And when it comes to giving a few words of prayer, Tuba just gives off, rattles off a very generic prayer.
Sounds about right.
Alex, like, I remember all the good times. Like,
Yeah.
when he scared the hell out of me at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and gave me an unreasonable request. Denzel just killed him. May he find peace in the afterlife. And then you guys just kind of bury him.
Tuba tries
And
to
again,
hide his tears.
These Goliaths are just kind of watching you bury this naked tiefling in the snow. And they're just kind of like, was he part of the trading caravan? And the others are like, I didn't see him come in. Dude, did he kill that tiefling that was with him? I don't know. And they keep getting more and more paranoid about you by the day. After a couple hours, they set up. There's some breakfast. You guys are talking about heading back to Wormdoom Crag. And they're like, yeah, of course, Chief. Yeah, you handle that. What you know what? And they start setting up a cart for you. They're like, are we trading? What are you doing, Chief?
Well, I want to ask one of them to come with us.
And immediately they look at each other like, who would you want to go with you, Chief? And these are just a couple of like the basic guards that are like, do you want us to run security? Or what's?
You're gonna be a messenger for the rest.
Oh, if you need a messenger, we could probably get Skydreamer to take a griffin.
If just meet us over there.
Okay, all right. And one of the Goliath guards will run over to Skydreamer, and you'll just hear her like, I'm going to Wormdew Crag on my own to tell him that he's coming. That's what he said. Fine. And you hear like a loud "Arr!" from a griffin. And she's like, I don't want to go either. And then you kind of see her walk by you with her griffin. She's got some padded clothing on. Looks like she's packed a lunch. She's like, all right. Are you planning on taking a griffin, Chief, or are you taking your carriage?
I don't think I know how to ride a griffin, but I can definitely try.
And she just kind of laughs. She's like, okay, well, I'll see you there. And Skydreamer and her griffin burst into the air, go over the side of the cliff, and just wings go open, and they're gone.
Zeldris, if you get on that thing and fall up here, you will die again.
I also have fly guys.
Okay. We just wanted you to. Okay, you're good.
Do you recall
All right,
that Wormdoom Crag's quite a ways away?
I know if I fall, I'm just gonna fly back up here and just. At that point, I'm using a carriage.
Okay. So you guys start packing for your journey.
This is
What's the Wimdum Crag? I forgot.
That's the other Goliath camp.
the one where, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So this is everyone, right? All the Goliaths we're going, all everyone, right?
Well, the Goliaths are staying. The only one that's going is the one that already took off.
Okay.
And he said that's just to announce that he's coming back. So she's literally going to go, probably tell him what happened, and announce that you're coming back.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
I
So
want to try riding as a griffin now.
here we go.
Stop, Soldiers. Don't you want to at least put somebody in charge while you're gone here? Like second in command.
Well, I'm pretty sure the person that would have done that is the one that took off.
Well, you gotta find someone else, otherwise.
Well, Skydreamer's the one who handles the rookery.
Yeah.
A couple of the guards are like, we could probably get Baruch. He's the captain of the guard. Or there's T-Ray. She's the one who makes the jewelry, but she's known for her wisdom. She's on an age, but she's probably the oldest in the village now.
T-Ray will be in charge until everything's settled over there.
And they kind of look at you and they're like, okay, T-Ray's in charge.
All right.
And as you guys kind of like gather up and you get in your cart, and are you going to go for your griffin, or are you going to try and...
I'm going to try and use a griffin because I just
Okay.
want to see how this goes.
All right. You do enter the rookery. There's about 4 large griffins. 3 of them do seem to be with cubs. There's 1 male in there. You can approach a female, or you can approach the male.
I'll approach the male.
Okay, you approach the male. And he comes right up to you. And he just starts kind of circling you.
I want to use I believe, what is it? My
Speak with animals?
beast speech, yeah. And just kind of look at him and just like ask, like, you ready to fly to Wormdoom today?
And in your head, you kind of hear, where's Skydreamer?
Skydreamer is already headed towards that way.
And who are you to ride?
I am the chief of this Goliath clan as of right now.
Too small to be Goliath.
I am not a Goliath, but I am a king.
Then you're food.
I am not food.
He's going to attempt to intimidate you. He's going to furl his wings. That's a 15 on the die. No bonuses.
Okay, so what do I have to roll for then?
It's an intimidation check, so give me a... pretty much you're countering it with your charisma.
My charisma? Okay.
Yeah.
19 on the die, so 24 altogether.
So he kind of unfurls his wings. And for a split second, you kind of do the same. You just kind of... and radiate your own kind of energy out from your patron. And he does kind of back down a little bit. And he tells you flat out, you don't know how to ride.
Figure it out as we go.
And if a bird could chuckle, it kind of laughs. And it's like, very well. And it will buckle down and wait for you to get on.
Alright, I'll get on.
I'm be like, wow, take a look
So-
at this.
So some of these Goliaths are starting to kind of show up to watch this. And as they're gathering, give me a perception check, Anson.
It's gonna be a 23.
You notice two things. First thing you notice, the saddle and the stirrups are still hanging on the wall.
Oh.
And the second thing you notice is the Goliath going, doesn't Skydreamer usually the one that saddles them up? Zeldris,
Yep,
give me a strength check
got it.
as this griffin crashes into the sky.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Strength is gonna be a 19.
You manage to hold on to this griffin's neck as it fires into the air. Now,
Cool.
as this thing is growing higher and higher and higher, you literally see your friends blip out of existence as the clouds cover, and it is just going as high up as it can. Give me a handle animal check.
Animal handling? Okay. Oof, that's a 6.
As you get higher, he says, show me how a king rides. And it slams its wings one last time as it shoots off even faster. And as that happens, you kind of feel yourself like, and in handfuls of feathers. And this griffin kind of looks at you. And now it's going to dive bomb with you still attached. As the rest of you look up, you see this griffin dive bombing with Zeldris. And one of the guards kind of turns to you guys and goes, yeah, you got to bond with a griffin from birth. And it just 90-degree turn. Give me your strength check.
Strength.
Hey guys, Featherfall. Like
Just in
that.
case. Strength check will be a 15.
With a 15, you manage to hang on as it tries to shake you loose near the ground. And
Oh.
as it just keens by, Anson's like, oh! And this griffin, it's essentially now it's just trying to buck you off. It's going crazy in the air.
This is hard to watch.
Give me another handle animal check.
All right.
It's like somebody get some popcorn.
That's a 12.
You like, do what I say, and you pull on the feathers trying to make it turn, and you just hear like, ah! And it's gonna flip backwards, and now it's going for a loop-de-loop.
Bruh.
Should we do
And
something to
as
help?
it's going up, it starts dive bombing again, Zeldris, and now it starts rotating and spinning and just barrel rolling. And you just hear in your mind, I'm king of these skies. And give me your acrobatics check to hopefully hang on.
Acrobatics?
Yep.
It's a natural 20 with a 22 overall.
So all of you see Zeldris just go, "Ah!" as you lock on, as this bird is just spiraling out.
Do we hear him yell from?
Oh, you hear him. You hear like the
I too instantly starts laughing. Like, ah! Screams like a girl.
And
Beautiful.
as it's going, you hang on, and the griffin's just like, okay. Oof. And it now takes off over the cliff.
Oh. We should.
And you guys just see Zeldris fly off into the distance. A minute passes.
Oh, okay.
2 minutes pass.
Should we go?
Several minutes pass.
He just got.
Everybody.
And the guards kind of look, and they're like, he's either dead or on his way to Worm Doom.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna walk.
No, don't we have a cart? We have a cart, right?
Yeah,
You
you
have
guys
a
have
cart.
part.
It too.
You have a cart pulled by one of those reindeer.
And then we got Wop. Wop's in charge of the.
And then you got Wop.
Chart.
So Wop's already pulled up in his cart like, what's up, bitches?
Whole show.
Whole show. He's just in there and he's cradling that egg.
Cheers. You'll stay safe.
Well, it's the stack of eggs. You guys hop on your cart. They've loaded up for the week-long journey,
Yeah, I just tell them like we'll be back soon.
and you're off. You take off towards Worm Doom Crag. So after about a day of traveling, I'm trying to find everyone's tokens, make sure I have them all.
Yeah, he's over here. He's over
Flew
here.
me off the map.
It's weird.
Hit it with
What's going on?
the old
What?
spot finder. That's it.
Oh, sorry. I was moving that.
Maybe I'm just blind.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
He just
Yeah,
moved it. He's
That's what he meant.
moving
That's
me
what he meant
around.
by
I'm
spot
over here,
finder.
yeah.
My bad.
Okay, got you. That's all right. All right. So yeah. You guys travel. It's been about a day. You camp for the night. And you're like, do you think he just fell over the edge, or do you think he actually made it?
I stay silent.
I guess we'll see when we get there.
When those conversations come up.
So as you travel through several days, Zeldris, you've been flying for about a day,
Mhm.
and it's just
Oh,
been
man.
a constant. "Ah!" And then you kind of steer him in the right way, and then he'll be cool for like 10 minutes, and then every time he thinks you're relaxed, "Ah!" Like every 10, 15 minutes, he's been trying to buck you off. But you've generally been steering in the right direction. He's pretty beefy for a griffin, and after about the day's travel by air, you look down and you do see Worm Doom Crag.
Woo!
You do see Sky Dreamer there. She has already landed, and you see her kind of arguing with some of the other Goliaths.
Mhm.
And as you come down, he's just like, "Oh, we're landing," and he kind of aims for a giant pile of like brush and trees, and he's just, bang, like it hurts both of you. Both of you go skidding into the snow. You're both cracking on the side of trees. You're both getting messed up because you're both too damn stubborn to let the other one win. And so, like, you both hit the ground, and even though he's already hit, like, feet have touched the ground, he's still trying to buck you off, and you're just like grabbing him by the beak, like, knock it off! I'm in charge here. And eventually, Sky Dreamer like sees this, and she walks over, and she says something in Goliath, and he just stops. And he just kind of gets down to let you off. And she's like, Chief, they won't let me in.
All right, I'll go talk to them.
And you kind of see her like petting the griffin and talking to him. And then you kind of hear him go like, at least some proper respect now. And as you kind of walk away, she kind of runs up next to you. And she's like, why did you piss off King?
We were having a bit of fun.
You know he was hell-bent on killing you, right? You know that was the ex-Chief's griffin.
It was pretty fun.
Don't go to sleep around him. And she kind of walks forward with a new sense of purpose. The other Goliaths kind of see you, and they immediately notice that the rest of your party's not there. They did see the whole griffin crashing with you and you fighting it, and so they're kind of like, oh, here we go. And immediately one of the other Goliaths is like, Zeldris! Where's Tuba?
They're all should be on their way.
2 days behind.
Okay, well,
Like, I should have fought him.
well, Thunlaka is in the chamber if you want to go talk to her. So well, I assume things went okay. So what's going on? Are we having trade or what's going on?
I would like to bring what's her name? Stormdreamer?
Yeah.
I would like to bring Stormdreamer in with me to talk to Thunlaka.
Okay, so you make your way into the meeting chamber. Thunlaka's already sitting there. She's got like a big horn of ale. And she's already given hell to the younger Goliaths. And as you kind of move in, Thunlaka is grab both of these. Doesn't really matter, but she's like, okay, so what's going on? And then Sky Dreamer's like, yeah, why am I here? You said announce you're coming, and then you show up riding King.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. All right. Anyway, let's get to business here. So, as I've told the other Goliath camp, the Sky Tower Goliaths, we're here to seek peace with you, with your tribe.
And Thunlaka kind of looks at you. She's like, okay. That's why you took the chief's robes, but I see you wearing them.
I am currently the chief of Sky Tower.
And she kind of like spits out her ale a little bit. And she's like, you're what?
I did kill Rockfist.
And she kind of like looks at Skydreamer and she's like, are we at war? And Skydreamer's like, he beat him fair and square. And Thunlaka's like, okay. Okay. How, Chief Zeldris. I do hope you're not here trying to extend your reach.
That is not what is happening. I want to take out the crown that I have and hand it to her.
And Thunlaka will take it from you. She's like, you guys bought everything. I'm not buying anything from you anymore.
No, that's not what's happening. Currently, with my friends and I, me being chief and us staying indefinitely, is not a foreseeable plan. Therefore, I wanted to relinquish title of chief to someone who can take care of them better than we would be able to.
And she kind of thumbs the crown. You know they're not going to accept this easily, right?
I told them that we were seeking peace. I also did not explain how, but I know this would not be easy for them to accept. That is why I came to talk to you, so we can figure out a plan.
Sky Dreamer just very nonchalantly says, I think they'll go for it. I mean no disrespect, Chief, but
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I completely already understand. I already know.
I think if you tell them that in addition to maintaining your sovereignty, and you keep Thunlaka as a stand-in in your absence, they would be more willing to accept it than simply handing over the chiefdom. Because if that's the case, well, there's nothing to stop us from just fighting a war over it again.
I understand. Currently, I have Tira. Tira was her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Tira over there, currently staying in charge in my absence.
As you say that, Sky Dreamer's eyes kind of go wide, and she looks at you, and she's like, why did you put the old chief's mother in charge?
Well, nobody told me that.
Man.
And she kind of looks around, and even Thunlaka's kind of like, oh my god. Okay.
That's complicated.
Yep. She's like, okay, well, hopefully you made enough of an impression where she's not just gonna lock down Sky Tower. But okay. Should we take an enclave and go down to Sky Tower, or do you want to unite the clans? Do you want us in one spot? Do you just want us to maintain our own thing and we just leave each other alone? How are we going to do this?
What I want to look at Skydreamer and kind of get her opinion, see like what she thinks what the best course of action would be, because she's obviously known the situation longer.
She's kind of just looking around, looking at all the metal implements and stuff. Again, they're more of a bone and leather kind of group. And she kind of looks around, she's like, I think as long as you're not in charge, you know what? We can always say that the negotiations went sour. And I'll stay quiet if you stay quiet. We'll say Thunlaka beat you. Rightful heir.
I like that plan.
I mean, she'll have to take something as a trophy. But I think that's probably, especially if she shows up and Tire sees that you lost, I think that the clan would probably welcome her with open arms. They're moving around, there'll probably be some backlash, some bucking, but I hate to say this, Chief. I mean, no one knows I adore you as much as anyone else, but I'm just not sure you're right to rule. Goliaths. I'm not sure. I mean, you've mentioned several times your royalty and that you're a king, but we Goliaths, we're a simple folk. We're not much for politics.
I'll look at Thunlaka and just say, you beat me.
And then Sky Dreamers are like, well, we got to make it seem real. Should we organize? I mean, it's just us in here. No one's really paying attention. We can do this at Wormdoom or the Sky Tower. Let's go to Sky Tower. We'll have the chief come over. We'll set it up. And the negotiations will go sour. She'll challenge you right there.
I agree.
And Thunlaka's just like, this is the stupidest plan that's ever going to fucking work.
But it's going to work.
And she kind of looks at Sky and she's like, are you sure? And she's like, I don't know for sure. I just know that they really probably don't want him. And she's like, okay, let's talk this over for the night. And we'll continue this talk in the morning. And so as the night goes on, the three of you start trying to concoct this harebrained idea of how you're going to get there, establish communication, and essentially fake your loss. You come up with a battle plan, how Thunlaka is going to bring some of her best gear to look the more intimidating part. She's going to bring the chieftain's armor. She's going to, throw it right. You're going to duck left, and she'll beat you down to the ground. But unlike you, she's not going to do the finishing blow. She'll show mercy, and that'll show that she's a more compassionate leader. And the whole time, you're just like, that could work. And Sky Dreamer's just kind of like, I'm just asking for a little more autonomy in my raising of the griffins. I'm just saying, this is a big, heavy secret, and I'd hate for it to slip out. If you can let me raise the chicks in the rookery how I want, you will never have a problem from me.
Well, I mean, if you don't get what you want, they'll just cause another war.
And then Thunlaka kind of leans over. She's like, okay, you heard he killed the last 3 people he met? And she's like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm here. And she's like, she just kind of like buries herself in her drink. And we kind of cut to Ansem in the back of the cart, and he's like, I'm bored.
Again, guys, we get there, and we just have to turn right back around because he's not even there. We get there, and he's already done.
So you guys set up camp for the night. You've been traveling about 2 days now. And you're just like, he better fucking be there.
I'm like, here, Anson, let me teach you a song. All right, sing with me. Oh, jolly, jolly.
You guys don't even have like great bonfire either. That's my thing.
What's a good survivors list?
It's all right. Malik can create tiny hut.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
So
teach some songs to Anson.
The night passes. You guys sit there. You try and teach a new song, and Ansem is just livid. His favorite toy's not there, and he's just the world is a mess. Who is he supposed to annoy now?
I can't even.
So the morning comes. Thunlaka is geared to high heaven in like this large Goliath battle armor. She's got this huge, heavy hammer. And she's just like, okay. And you see 6 other Goliaths with her. And they're kind of decked out in their ceremonial armor. And they're like, well, we're ready to go. And you guys are like, okay, we're about to put on the single greatest fake fight they've ever seen. And as you start walking out, you see the Goliaths kind of get on their blue elks, and you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to make the travel. And as you walk out, Sky Dreamer's already saddled up her griffin, and King is nowhere to be seen.
Figures.
And so Thunlaka's like, "Do you want to ride with me?"
That probably wouldn't look good.
Okay. And then she just kind of, and she keeps going.
Of course.
And some of the other Goliaths are like, I mean, your axe beak is still here from when you first came.
I forgot about that thing.
And
Might as well.
Hesitate.
So
How
you,
fast is that thing?
it's pretty fast.
Especially for not carrying anything, too.
Yeah. So you run back to the Enclave while the rest of the Goliaths are already going. You get around to the stables, and there he is. There's Eni. He's waiting. He's been waiting for you many, many moons. And you hop on this axe beak, and off you go. And as you go, it's somewhat hilarious because there's these ginormous Goliaths riding these blue elk, just cascading across this winter land. And then there's Zeldris just riding a chicken through the snow trying to catch up.
Hey guys, wait up!
And as you kind of make your way, you see a single elk. It's been about 2 days of traveling. You see a single elk pulling a cart with an elephant behind the wheel. And you guys don't even slow down. Like, as they're going by, you see the stampede go past you guys. You recognize Thunlaka leading the charge. And then about another minute passes. And you're like, and then you see Zeldris just coming up the way.
Yell out, Soldier, what's going on? And yell out.
I'll
Try waiting.
I'll hop onto the cart with them,
Okay, you hop onto the cart.
and I'll tell them the whole plan of what's going on.
Okay. So you tie Eni to the back of the cart, and Wap slowly turns the cart around and then starts going back the way they've been traveling.
Oh, you got your friend back, Ensign.
Yeah.
That's gonna play cool like I didn't even mince him at all. So about 2 days travels, you finally make it back to Sky Tower.
That sucks. Could have just stayed.
I thought you were gonna do something in Wormdew Crag, so I moved the map.
Let's see.
You make it back to Wormdew Crag.
Hey.
See, I didn't do anything over there.
See, not a one dead.
I did good, guys.
Yeah, what's this, like 6 days now? A new record.
It probably is, actually.
Jeez.
Okay. Did we have more time to talk with Seljus on the way back, or was he?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are. You have a ways to go.
Okay. On the way over, right? So I know. I want to ask Seljus. Say, so what's your plan? Like, so I know you told us the plan, but like what's the act? Like the full plan, I guess. Like what we're gonna do after this? Like what's going on? We're gonna get him to.
After this, I mean, don't you guys have the dragon bones to deal with?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta do the Dragon Bone stuff. Well, I'm trying to get it.
And I know we talked about going to a wizard tower.
Yeah.
And Torga has a hit out on us, so we'll have to do.
So what I'm trying to get at is what we're doing with the Goliaths. That's what I meant to say. Because you're in control. Like no matter what we say, like you're kind of in control there.
After this whole thing goes down, I won't be in control anymore.
Okay, just no. We don't want to try to do any of the trade stuff, the trade route, and see if they want to do that.
As of right now, we'll have to talk about that at some other point. Unless you guys want to bring it up. It's not as of right now. It wouldn't be good if I did.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
Wow,
what
so
opportunity
you're
comes
like letting go of power. Yeah, that's like new for you.
I'm just gonna pat Anson on the head.
This character development, Soldiers, are you growing a heart?
He's growing up in his
6 days with no kill, and you're giving up your power.
and his heart grew 100 times bigger that day.
100 times 0 still 0.
So I'm just gonna let them know, like, I'm gonna need you guys to pull out any stops possible to make this more believable if things go wrong.
Like
Things go
how
wrong,
we need
like-
more believable. Like
Just in case anything, just in case they don't believe it, whatever. I don't know. Just anything you guys think can help. We need this to work.
Okay. Eventually, you do make it to Sky Tower. Sky Dreamer, the others have already been there. They've set up, and essentially, Sky Dreamer talked the guards into letting the rest of the other Goliaths in. It was a small group. Again, it's the chief and 6 other Goliaths. They were sent ahead to be welcomed as guests to discuss possible truces, perhaps a merging of the clans. Tiri, though a little crotchety, she she's essentially mad. Not angry, but legit mad. And so she's just been running the place like, who cares? Like, things are on fire a little bit.
Wow.
She barks mad orders, and the others just kind of ignore her. Every once in a while, she goes back to her room and just starts making jewelry out of like rocks and whatever she can find. Don't get me wrong, the jewelry is beautiful, but like serves no actual purpose. And when you get back, the other Goliaths, they see you coming along the way, and they're like, "Oh, he's back." And when you get to the gate, it is locked. And Sky Dreamer's like, "Hail the chief!" And a couple of them kind of look at her like, "You don't actually want us to open this, do you?" And she's like, "Hail the chief." And they're like, "Hail the chief." And you kind of hear this loud crack. And they move the bolts. And you come in. And you see King perched up on a high cliff. And he's just kind of looking at you. It's like, "You piece of shit."
Just like, love you too, King.
And as you make your way further into the Sky Tower, you do see that several of the Griffin cubs are running around more. And until they reach a certain height, they're allowed just to kind of... Essentially, Sky Tower is their playground. They're allowed to run everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You come up, and they already have Thunlaka in the meeting area. They've been pouring her drinks. The other Goliaths have kind of relaxed a little bit around her. They kind of talk, exchange stories. You hear them kind of talking about how she got her, like how she became chief. Things like that. And she's explained to them that, like, yeah, we're here to talk negotiations. We have had a running in with Zeldris in the past, and well, personally, we're hoping there's mediation with Tuba and the rest. And they're all like, "Oh yeah, yeah." Kind of like taking like a pretty like yeah. And so they essentially bring out all the drinks, the food. It's kind of like a small celebration. If there is peace talks to happen, they want to set a good impression. So they bust out the good root juice. They bring out some meat from some mammoth that they recently hunted. There's some sweets. There's some duck bills filled with like maple sugar that they managed to trade for. It's like a candy for the kids. And as you are sitting across from Thunlaka, she's like, "So, as far as peace goes, what are your demands?"
As far as peace goes, and I want her to know, like, I'm pretty much faking this, but I want to make it more believable for anybody else around. I want to tell her, I want to tell her that I want things run my way. I want things to go the way I want, and that's how it's got to be.
And as you say that, Thumlaka kind of slowly drinks her root juice, and she kind of looks just like, you have to give some concessions. This is an alliance.
What would you request for an alliance?
I request basic trade be allowed between our groups. You bring us meat, we will supply you with things like ore, iron. I would like us to not have this blood feud anymore.
Simple trade. Supplying ore, that'd be a good place to start. So all you guys would really want is just meat? Because we can easily do that.
We would want peace. We don't want to have to go hunting, and if we run into your clan, a skirmish breaks out.
But if something were to happen between meeting us in the woods and a fight does happen, how would we resolve that?
Well, I would hope as their chief, you would look into it and handle it sternly.
Okay. What were the other demands that she had? It was
Essentially, she just wants peace. She wants some basic
blood
trade routes,
feud.
no blood feud, and essentially no more overlooking raids on their village by yours.
Other than those requests that you have made, is there anything else?
I would like to request that it's not simply peace. I want a joint alliance. If something happens with our group, I would expect aid from your group, and if something happens to your group, you can expect aid from ours. Be it times of famine or war with an unseen force.
I want to look to the others and see if they have any kind of input in this. Like any of the other Goliaths, to Tuba, Anton, Malik.
I see no problem with it. I see.
Nobody's gonna say anything.
That's me saying.
It's just a thumbs up.
Yeah, Tuba's saying it.
Sky Dreamer is kind of sitting there, and she's like, "Instigate."
So you doesn't sound
She's
unfair.
I don't want to provide aid. I don't want to give up what resources we have in order to help your clan.
And as you say that, you hear a very loud, "The weak should bow." And you kind of turn and you see this older Goliath that you do recognize as the deceased chief's husband.
Wait, what?
He's back.
And he kind of makes his way in, and he kind of looks around, and he's visibly annoyed that there are Sky Tower visitors sitting in his essentially dining area. And he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Chief, you should not negotiate with the weak. If you are actually going to be a chief, you need to show power. Isn't that what you're all about? Showing power?"
As I join in, you should show your power. So just
I do understand where you're coming from. And yes, we are all about power over here. So we want to take control.
And with that, Thunlaka's finally like, okay, here we go. And she will stand up and she says, if you truly want something, you simply take it. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct.
Very well. And you will see her pull off this circlet from her head and throw it on the ground. I challenge you for chieftain.
I'll stand up smiling and crack my neck and say, let's do this. If you want to fight so badly, and if you want to take it, let's do this.
And as you say that, the old Goliath says, Chief Zeldris, we should simply wipe them out. There's but 6. Take them now, then we take Wormdoom. She was hand-delivered to your throne room.
Does it seem like people are kind of turning by what she's saying, or?
Well, Thunlaka kind of looks at him, looks at Zeldris, she's like, what a coward.
Yeah.
And she kind of takes a stance.
Yeah. I to help the situation, I say, it's like, soldiers, you're the
And
chief.
she's like,
are you gonna let
do we fight for chieftain?
somebody persuade you? Oh, I'm not being heard.
Or do you truly not deserve your title? And Skydreamer's in the background kind of like, let him fight!
Let's fight for chieftain.
And the older Goliath's kind of like, and he'll back down. And so the group kind of starts gathering up to watch this fight. We'll take a quick 10-minute break. So as we come back in, Thunlaka has officially challenged Zeldris for the title of Chief of Sky Tower.
Yep.
The chief's, well, the ex-chief's husband has come to try and put a little sour note in Zeldris' ear, saying that if he's going to act like a chief, he needs to act like one, and actually crush the other Goliath encampment. Zeldris has said, nope, let him fight. Let us fight. With a little prodding from Skydreamer, she kind of got the crowd worked up to let him fight. Meanwhile, Anson, who's actually really good at getting people to do stuff through crowd work, just sat there like, this plan is terrible.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the husband dude just to make sure he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
I want to go up to Anson real quick and be like, you probably need to find the dragon hearts, make sure they're still around. If they are, hide them.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll turn to Tuba and be like, "You watch the husband."
I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to help, but my audio cut out earlier. So Tuba's on him. He's aware. He's aware of that dude.
All right. So
I'll stand closest to him.
the ceremony begins. As last time, Zeldris, you're more than well aware that as acting chief, you have some leeway in how this kind of goes down. So several Goliaths approach you, and they're like, "Are we going to be drinking the ceremonial elixir, chief, or are you going to do this dry?"
Give it to both of us.
Okay. And you'll see them pull out this old clay jug, and they'll pour 2 of these cups. They'll hand one to you, and they'll hand one to Thunlaka. And as they're about to, hand them to you, swig them down, you see this old crotchety Goliath. Wait! And he approaches, both of your glasses. He's like, we need to make sure that nothing's afoot. And he kind of like takes his hands and he checks both glasses. And he kind of looks in yours, and you're like, immediately you notice that like he's dipping his finger, like he's an older man, but he's like trying to like grab your cup with his fingers.
Can I yell out like, "What are you doing? Let him fight! Get out of there!"
Zeldris, give me a perception check.
Oh, geez, I'm always terrible with perception. All right.
I want to start like booing from the side. Boo! Get him out of here!
Meanwhile, Anson's running down the road. So
I got an 11.
an 11.
Oh man.
You do notice that his fingers kind of touch the liquid in yours, like, and he's checking both of them. And he's like, all right, it looks like no one messed with it. I hate to see our chief be brought down by some sour liquid. And he'll kind of make his way back over to the crag cat. And the other two Goliaths are kind of like, it was never out of our sight, whatever. So Thunlaka kind of looks at her drink. She's like, I think his fingers touch my drink. And she downs it.
This is what I want to do.
Okay.
Like I want to make this fight more interesting, and what I want to do is, get in the middle and cast bless on both of them, or actually, with one cast of bless, I can do both of them. So I'll go,
Okay.
So I'll go with both hands, and then and then so that's ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Is that one that lasts a minute?
And it's a D4.
And a D4, okay.
Okay.
You have my blessing. Step back.
All right. All right. So you see her kind of wipe the kind of greenish black liquid from her mouth. And she kind of gets in starting position.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want to just be like, on second thought, I won't drink it.
And she kind of looks at you like, okay. And the other Goliaths are kind of like, yeah!
He don't need it! Right, once I realize it, he doesn't need it!
And this old Goliath is kind of just sitting there like, okay. And then there's Anson, just running down the road.
Wait, what is he doing? He's going after the eggs and stuff?
He's checking the dragon hearts.
I thought we would have him on us.
All right.
Sorry to interrupt there.
I know that Malik has the bronze
and
one
I
on
have
him.
the green. No. Wait, I have the blue one.
But I think Anson had. Didn't Anson have that?
And Anson had,
Because we have like three,
and Anson,
three
you
of
should
them.
have the green one.
Yeah,
Then-
I have the green one.
So Anson's just running down the road like, where? Oh my God, where are
No,
they?
I was gonna come in here to check. I
Oh.
thought he meant to like look for more.
Oh,
right?
I thought you were like gonna go get the
Well,
one.
I wasn't sure if like we had any more, because I know I gave one to Malik, and then I didn't know what happened to the others. I thought they were
Anson-
somewhere else.
No, Malik's got one on him.
Yeah.
Tuba's got one on him,
Anson.
and
Okay.
Anson's got one on him.
And we only had the
I
three?
don't have three.
You only have the three.
I'm gonna search this room then.
All right.
Let's see if there are any more dragon hearts.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
So I'm just happy I cleared that up. Right there.
Oh, it's a 10.
You're just tossing these poor Goliaths like betting. It's like, ugh. You find a dirty painting. Ugh. You find a couple copper coins. Ugh. Like you're not even being quiet about it. You're just like flipping this place over.
Is there anything over there in the corner?
When you get to the corner, you just find some basic refuse, not refuse, like trash. Nothing really important.
Dragon.
Where would I be? Dragon heart.
All right. So A couple of younger Goliaths start banging some drums. Doosh, doosh. Roll for initiative.
All right. Initiative. 15.
She got 12.
Oh.
So
All right.
you are first.
All right. First things first. We'll go ahead and I'll use Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Wait, are they doing this for real then? Are they fighting for real? Like,
We gotta make it look real. All right. Eldritch Blast is. I always forget. I add my charisma to my attack roll, right?
Yes.
All right, so 17.
That hits.
All right, that's the first one, and second one. 10 for the second.
Second one does not hit.
Okay. So then I just roll 1. It's a D12, right?
Yep.
All right. That's a 10 plus 5 plus 3, so 18. And she moves 10 feet back.
Okay. So 10 plus 12 plus 3. It's quite a bit for
Well, that's plus my proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my proficiency, my charisma, and then
Gotcha.
roll.
All right, so she takes the hit.
And moves 10 feet back.
Moves 10 feet back. All right. She is going to... I'm going to move this one. One more turn. She is going to reach behind her, and you're going to recognize this as one of the golden javelins.
Oh.
And before she throws, she gives you the old wink.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Oh.
But it's okay, because she was purposely not aiming for you.
Oh. That would have been rough.
Well, you're going to take whatever damage you're going to get. She is doing non-lethal.
Okay.
So, it's okay. It's just a D6. You remember, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not a dragon. So 3.
Yeah.
So that is 6 damage.
All right.
Cut in half to 3, but there's a huge amount of sparks. Like, it looks like an eruption when it hits you.
So I
Is
take 3 damage?
Yep, and there's like a loud, thunderous crash as it hits you.
All right.
Cry out.
Yeah,
And you
as
see-
that happens, I want to like just be like, ah, like really loudly.
Okay. You get hit, and you're just like, no! And then she is going to move up to you,
All right.
and with her second attack,
Okay, so she entered my range. I want to because she entered my range. So I don't want to actually hit her. So I want to like kind of like just make it look like I'm trying to hit
okay,
with my glaive.
okay,
All right, so attack roll is 13 plus 5. Yeah, so 15. 18.
hits.
All right. So it's a D10. Where's my D10? Yeah, this one.
And sorry, it was non-lethal damage she hit you with.
Yeah. So all right. So like I said, I'm not really trying to hit her. As like just trying to make it look like I am.
Okay.
Like trying to.
Okay, so roll your damage.
It's a 1 on the die. So so 3 plus
And
5 plus.
You kind of bring it down.
11.
You're just like, ah! And like, as you're about to actually cut into her, you kind of tilt the blade, and it just kind of catches her in the shoulder. She's like, ah! You guys are you're hamming it up. Like, they're like large, over-exaggerated swings. When you got hit, it was like, oh, God, like you're grabbing the wrong shoulder.
Yeah,
Like-
get off.
Bad. All right, it is her turn. Let's see if she makes it. She does not.
Even
I was kind of banking on her
guidance.
constitution.
Or
As she gets ready to attack, her eyes kind of grow wide, and you immediately see her retch, and this black liquid comes out of her mouth and kind of falls down her
I was
chest.
gonna ask Nick. That was with the guidance under, or excuse me, it was with blessing. Okay.
That is with bless. It's a 3 on the die. Is a 3 on the die.
Can I do like a reaction type of thing and like try and use like healing hand real quick and like make it look like I'm hitting her, but use healing hand?
Do you have healing hand?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I want to use my bless with it too, if that's what's happening here.
Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to give me a performance check.
Performance. All right.
Anson's gonna sneak back into the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Performance is
Yeah,
charisma.
D4 too. They can use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that's a 1 on the die.
Use it.
Yeah, so that was a 1 plus 5, 6. Jesus. That's a 2, so 8.
Quick second. Yeah.
All right. So it was all together how much?
8.
8.
Yeah.
They all kind of see you like stop immediately and they see the healing pulse go into her. And she just kind of looks at you like, and she'll back up.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks at you, and then she looks down to the ground where the cups are, and her eyes narrow. It is your turn.
I want to look at the old guy and ask what he did to the cups.
And he looks at you. It's like, Chief, I did nothing. It was a 7 on the die, just so you know. And he kind of like, I didn't do anything. He kind
Is
of
he trying to like deceive me?
yeah.
Okay.
A little smile real quickly.
Okay, so what would that
Where's your perception?
perception? Okay.
What
That's
do you
a 7
decide?
on the
Well,
die
you-
for my
well-
perception. So that's a 9.
Sorry, that was my mistake. Insight.
Yeah,
Insight?
So I'll let you reroll.
I mean, it was still a 7 on the die.
All right.
But I mean, I got a 14 this one, so I'll take that.
Yeah, you know he's full of it. He's completely full of shit.
Can I see that same thing? Can I do an insight check on him as well?
Give me an insight check.
12 plus so 16 total. So yeah.
Yeah, both of you immediately
Yeah.
recognize that he did something to these cups. He was going to feed
I want
the
to yell
boat.
to Malik to tend to Thunalaka, and I'm going to turn my attention to
And
The
can
old
I?
Goliath.
Do I see the cup? The one that wasn't that Seljus didn't drink? Okay, so I
Yeah,
want to go over.
They're both on the ground. Oh no, sorry. The other Goliath.
Okay,
He still
can I
has
walk
Zelch's
over
cup.
to the Goliath with the Seljus cup? I was like, and be like, if you didn't do anything to it, let's see you drink it. Yeah.
Oh, the dramatics.
And he kind of looks at you. That is solely for our ritualistic combat. You'd know that if you were an actual Goliath.
Well, I'll challenge you then. After this or something.
Tournament.
What's there done in the ring? You and me.
I'm going to be like, no, this is over for now. I want you in the ring with me.
He kind of takes the cup. And he throws the cup to the side. I'm just going to save some time here.
There goes
And,
the streak.
What?
and he is going to immediately vomit up this black ichor as he takes 25 points of poison damage.
Yeah, I back away. I back away. I think the clan will decide for themselves there. That's what he was thinking in his head. Sorry. Man, he just pointed it out like, you see? Look at that. See, look at that.
And so the rest of the group starts kind of looking at him, and he's like, Chief, I only did what you told me to do. Why would you bring this on me?
I did not ask you to do this.
Natural 20. Does
No.
Does he get a roll?
And a lot of the Goliaths kind of look at Zeldris and look at him, and immediately you hear the talk of like, this is exactly what he would do.
God,
You saw what he did to the chief. You saw what he did to the bird. And immediately the clown is like up in arms.
Can
Go ahead,
I-
Ant.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
What do I have to roll? What is? Sorry.
It's a spell save DC.
Okay.
So what does he have to beat?
It's probably something really low, like 14. Let me see.
Charm person deals with charisma too, huh?
Yeah. He's not very charismatic, but 20's a 20.
Yeah.
Charm Person never comes up on my app. I'm sorry. What's?
All right.
How do I know the spell save?
It's 8 plus your proficiency
So 11.
plus whatever mod you're using. So if it's charisma or wisdom, you add that in.
You're doing intelligence, right? For our
Yeah, for him it's intelligence.
Okay.
So,
So
8 plus 3 is 11. That's for proficiency, and then
Okay.
whatever your intelligence on top of that.
and then my intelligence. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's 12.
Oh
12.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
You know, he's not very strong against.
No.
Oh, you lucky fucks! I'm not even joking.
What did you get?
That's the
A
other.
1 on the die.
That is the other end of the spectrum. I literally went from 20 to 1.
So I'm gonna step forward and I'm gonna say, "You lie. Tell the truth," and like make it, then cast the spell so it makes it like obvious that he has to tell the truth.
Oof.
All right. He kind of like looks. He's like, I lied. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ant. I lied.
No man can lie to me.
And my 14 wisdom save.
12.
12.
12 wisdom.
All natural ones bow before me. And as he says that, the clan is torn because it really sounds like something Zeldris would do.
I'm
And
not gonna lie. it
they're
does.
watching you cast spells on him, and they're kind of like, well, is he really telling the truth? Is this little man making him say what? And the clan's like, we need to settle this. And they kind of bring everyone to the center.
We all fight to the death.
Whew. I mean, Anson
brings-
kind of saved me here.
And they all kind of surround the group.
Like us included, or just them?
Just them.
Okay.
Oof.
And all of them look ticked. And they kind of gather up, and they take the juice immediately, and they're like, get rid of it. And this poor crag cat's just kind of like it's getting concerned because of the hostility in the air. And
Never mind.
this old Goliath is just like,
He's still charmed by Anson.
he is. He's kind of looking around. He regards Anson as a friend, but the rest of you, he's just like, you couldn't just die, you coward. And Thunlaka is looking at you, Zeldris, and she's kind of like, This does seem like some shit Zeldris would do.
I'm gonna look at Dunlock and be like, you know what I did for you just now. Like, you know what I did.
And she will approach this Goliath and tell him, what airs do you put on that you think I could not crush this man? I am chief of Wormdoom Crag, and you dishonor me. And she will bring down this hammer.
Man.
And 18, she's going to hit.
Oof.
And it is not going to be pretty.
Like, I'm thinking Gallagher already.
Oh, pretty close to it. 7. So that's 14 plus her strength. It's another 20. Yeah, that is more than enough to kill this old man who's already taken 25 points of poison damage. And she slams him to the ground. And the other Goliath, it's before the other can even react. Just BAM! This crag cat immediately is going to jump into the fray.
Oh, shit.
I want to try and block it
Can,
if I can.
oh, I kind of like attack it as soon as it moves as well.
Yes, I will see if you get an opportunity
Okay.
attack.
I get my.
But this thing is about to go wild.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm freaking. Okay, just get one attack.
One
Okay.
attack.
So let's. 11, 21 to hit.
Hits.
All right, so 2 d8. Where's my? Oh, that's pretty good roll. 12, 15 damage.
Okay. Zeldris, you did technically enter your space.
That's with the flail.
Yeah. So, I'll hit it with Eldritch Blast if I can.
Okay.
Or do I have to use Eldritch Blast, or do I have to use the?
It has to be a melee weapon.
Okay, so then the glaive, yeah. All right. So to hit. Oh, that's a nat 1.
As you go for the swing, it kind of swats at you, and you back up. Now let's see if he's going to do. Yeah. Okay. So this crag cat is going to grab this old poor Goliath in its mouth, and it's going to just bum rush through, and it's going to attempt to get out of there with him.
If he's leaving my space, don't I get a hit as well?
The reaction was in. You only get one reaction per turn.
Okay.
Just in and out.
And so this crag cat is going to try and haul ass. Very similar to your first encounter. Except now the dead body appears to be the old man.
Okay.
And this crag cat, with some baleful moans and wails, makes its way down the road. And as the rest of the Goliaths are trying to, like, just figure out what the hell is going on, Thunlaka is going to tell all of them, "Get back! We're not done." And the other Goliaths are like, "Damn!" And so they'll give her some room.
Like, all right, you want to continue this? Let's do this.
And so as they all kind of make their way back, they're kind of looking at Thunlaka with like this air of respect. This woman's literally been poisoned. She's taken a hit. And she is more than willing to fight you while spitting up bile. And Anson's like, "Woo!" And he runs back.
Yeah.
Anson's gonna turn to Malik and say, "Do you don't think that guy would have had like a dragon's heart, do you? Since he was like the partner of the chief who was collecting them."
I didn't think of that. I don't know.
Okay.
Thunlaka sets up for... Sorry, I was making sure everything's loading. As Thunlaka sets up for this continuation of this fight, Malik has cast invisibility on Anson, and Anson is running down this pathway to keep eyes on this crag cat. We'll do this first. Anson, go ahead and give me your perception check.
Ooh, okay. It's a natural one, but since I'm a halfling, I have luck, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Okay. So then it's a 14. Okay. A 22.
22. You've seen this crag cat clear the gate, and as it is making its way down the pathway, you do see it seem to slow down. And a few feet off on a mount, essentially it's a horse-drawn carriage. You see a very familiar scarf and padded up person. And the body's going to get loaded into the cart. And the cat is going to start following next to the cart.
So someone's driving this car.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to send a message back to Tuba, I guess.
Okay.
Or Malik, because Malik knows where I went. Okay. And I'm going to say, Malik, I'm about to get on a cart.
Oh,
Oh.
no way.
Okay, I'm going to jump on.
All right. There's a slight creak. The crag cat kind of looks around, sniffing the air. And you're huddled close to this dead body.
Oof.
Anson, go ahead and add a point of inspiration to your character sheet.
You're gonna need it. No.
So Tuba, you're just sitting there like, you're what? Like out loud?
Oh no, he said to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so Malik,
Yeah.
so Malik says,
Yeah.
"You're what?
For real.
And Zeldris, caught off guard by Malik's sudden outburst, Thunlaka raises her hammer. Oh, that's pretty good. And very similar to Wops, you see her point it. And you see the hammer open up.
Oh shit.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Here we go.
I like your
Alright.
I'm glad I have almost full health.
And as she's about to fire it, she hits you with the. As the fucking
Oh, okay.
2, 7. That's one actual. That's 2 10s. 34 damage.
Woof.
As you get slammed by this lightning bolt.
Whew. 34. Oh, man. That brings me down to 40.
And as this lightning courses through you, give me your performance check. Although the pain's real, so you might not have to.
Can I give Zeldris a bardic inspiration?
Sure, I'll say you can give him your bardic
You,
inspiration.
you also have
Okay.
bless. Don't forget about the bless. You can use it.
For thematic reasons, I'll say you can give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, geez, that was a 2. Oh, my gosh.
Okay,
A
plus
2
bardic.
Plus, bardic is a D8, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
And then plus
D4.
D4.
bless. So, that's only a 7.
Zeldris, very. Ah!
I mean, I shouldn't even have to. She shot me for a 34.
God damn. Matter of fact, I'll let you re-roll that D20. Hold on.
I can edit this out if needed. Like, hold on. Yeah.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on with Anson either. I don't. Tuba doesn't
Yeah.
either.
I don't think Anson even knows what Anson is getting himself into right now.
Anson's just going to try to figure out who's trying to take this body and what's on the body. And then he's off this cart. Ideally.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
We
So
can hear you.
re-rolling the d20.
Because of the large amount of damage, I'll allow you to re-roll that acting check.
Yeah, all right. Oh, that's an 18 on the die. Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, he was like, ah. Oh, that shit really hurts. Gah! And you just fall forward. And you lay there. You hear a loud, yes! As Dunlaka holds up her mallet.
I'm gonna stay down at this point. I wanna try to stay down at this point for that massive hit.
Okay. And the other Goliaths are like, new chief, and they're kind of like stamping their feet. And as you're laying there, several of the other Goliaths kind of come up to you, and what first looks like they're helping you up, they rip off both of the chieftain garbs from you.
Dang.
And they adorn Thulaka with them. They pick up the crown and her circlet, they hand it to her, and they adorn those on her. And one of them's like, I'm not saying it's tradition, but the last chief killed who he beat. And she's like, no. It was a test of strength, a test of fortitude, a test of the ability to lead. Go put him to heal. And they're like, oh, hail the new chief. And they slam their chest. And they just kind of drag you by your foot, like just right through the dirt. And they just kind of lay you on one of the mattresses. And they're like,
Hanson just tossed.
yeah. And they're like, is this room messy? Like, and so as you're laying there, you're conscious.
Yeah.
You still feel the slight buzz in your body from the electricity.
I go over towards them, and I want to imagine that Wop is like joining the Goliaths with his chest pounding. You chief.
Yeah, Wop is
you
just
chief,
slamming
you
his chest.
chief.
And Wop was one of the ones that, like, matter of fact, Wop's the one who's like, you know, he's right. He did kill the old chief. Did kill the loser. I mean, it's only right.
Right.
Who are you to break tradition? And so, as Tuba leans over you, a few of the other Goliaths are getting ready to put some salve on you. One of them has a healing potion. And they kind of look at each other and they're just like, oops, and drop the potion.
Let it fall.
You're
60
not
feet away.
there.
Uh,
It doesn't break, but they're like, oh, I mean, if he really needs it, I guess he can get it. And they kind of, new chief, and they will lead themselves out to Thunlaka.
And I'm like, that's true. That's true. But I go get it for him and toss it to him. Here. Good job.
All right.
Good job, Silvius.
Like, I got hit pretty hard.
I'm not complaining.
You actually heal for 9 HP, Zeldris. Off
What?
the potion. 9 HP off the potion.
9. All right.
The encampment is alight with celebration. It's very different from when Zeldris took over. There's not really a sense of melancholy in the air. They're actually pretty excited. Whether it's because she showed a strength that's even beyond what they thought their old chief had. Maybe it's because she slammed you to the ground.
Maybe both.
Because she fought while poisoned.
All the
She
above.
has shown a courage and will that they've not seen in a long time. Meanwhile,
Oh, too bad. I forgot about Anson.
I'm not there anymore.
I-
Gotta tell somebody else.
in the back of a cart,
Okay.
next to a corpse, writing in his journal, "What have I done?" Anson looks over the side of the cart as Torga pulls down her scarf.
I knew it.
And Anson, you see her say something out loud. And what she says is, "We'll start the raid tomorrow." And that's what we're going to call tonight.
What?
Oh my god.
I'm like, Malik, you gotta tell us, Malik.
Who's she talking to? The cat? The dead body?
It's like the evil villain, like,
You know
talks
what?
to himself.
For the fun of it, give me a perception check.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
he thought it was over and it's not over.
Yes. Okay. So that's a 21.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn
yeah.
it, of course you would. As you're peering over, watching Torga seemingly talking to the air, a slight bump in the road, a shimmer, and a very familiar red feather falls to your face.
Of course.
What
Anson Fates.
does that mean again?
It's his sister.
Was a sister?
Of course it is.
So just sister?
Yeah.
And the last words you heard, Anson, before we call it, is, "We'll start the raid tomorrow."
Okay. Got it.
You can watch episode 3 right up here and watch another video right over here. Subscribe to the channel right now, or that treasure chest at the end of the hall is going to be a mimic. Alright, that's just what happens. You need to subscribe. Mimic or no mimic. Subscribe or don't subscribe. That's on you. Okay?